All right, so that was creating intentions and visions for yourself. And now I just want to talk about a little bit about a solid morning process. Okay, this is what your morning process could look like if you don't have this going on right now. By the way, a morning process you could think of as a devotion, some quiet time, something along those lines. But you want a little bit of time every single day that you set aside for yourself that is dedicated towards what we're talking about right here, which is basically cultivating the skill of noticing your thinking so that you can use that to notice yourself thinking about the wrong things and flip that into the right things. And then you also want a little bit of time where you're reading through your statements and your vision and your affirmations, and you're really just thinking about what it is you want to do with your life. I've gotten in the habit here recently, after I meditate, I go through my memorized little big prayer. And then I also take a moment and just sit there and I look off in the distance and I just ask myself, what do I want with my health? And I don't have to have an answer right in the moment, but just asking that open-ended question allows my non-conscious mind to kind of open up and just look for answers, right? What do I want with my fitness? What am I trying to do with the SHT? It's very freeing, open-ended questions, right? It's very creative and expansive. So this is what we'd consider to be a very solid process. We've kind of been teaching this for a while now because it's so simple. Block out 5 to 10 minutes in the morning. Actually, it could be any time of day. We usually recommend the morning so you can kind of precipitate your intention on the day, but you can do this any part of the day. And the first thing you do is just go through some gratitude. Put yourself in a good state of mind by thinking about the things that you're grateful for. If we're in a crazy, chaotic situation in life, in this world, in our career, then thinking about things we're grateful for kind of changes our state into a more positive direction. And then I'd highly recommend that you spend some time sitting in quiet. I like a formal meditation where you set a timer and you're noticing yourself drift off and talk to yourself. And then when you notice that, you come back to whatever your focus is. But you can also just set a timer for 5 minutes and just sit there with yourself and just sit there and be with your own self and be with your own mind. I think that's really powerful, even if you're not using a formal meditation practice. But meditation is really going to help you cultivate the skill of noticing your thinking. So again, a little bit of gratitude, some time of just being there with yourself, some quiet time. And then finally, before you leave that little session, you want to read through your envisioning statements or go through your memorized statements. And then maybe also just sit there and just ask yourself, what am I trying to do? What do I want? What do I want with my life? Positive stuff. Notice yourself tending towards the opposite of what it is that you don't want. Okay. All right. If we tie all that together, I would say going forward, I'm going to send out the handouts and all the notes and things that we talked about today. I already have it put together. Always keep those characteristics of the unconscious, non-conscious mind in the back of your mind, pun intended. But, it's like always thinking like, I want to be very careful about the places that I put myself. I want to be very careful about myself getting upset about anything because that's not damaging anything or anyone except myself. I don't want to get into gossip. I don't want to get into talking negatively about anyone or anything. When I have some verbiage, I want to be focused on the thing that it is that I want versus the opposite of what I don't want, because my body only picks up, or my non-conscious only picks up on the essence of what it is that I'm talking about. So just reviewing those characteristics on a regular basis, I think would be useful. Maybe taking that one sheet, putting it up on your fridge or something like that. Starting now, going forward, the most powerful thing that you can do, and I say morning here, but it can be any time of day, is commit to a personal daily devotion. All right. And this, 10 to 15 minutes, we can all find 10 to 15 minutes in a day that is just for us. Okay. Where you're just sitting down and you're just doing this process of a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of quiet time, and then thinking about what it is that you want. Because if you don't spend some time thinking about what you want, you're just going to be reacting to life. And that's just the way it is. Okay.